Do you wake from your finest fantasy? Does the woman of your dreams
I love you. In my dreams, I love you.
still have a few doubts? Brazil.
Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I have a very special video for you guys because today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite films of all time. This is Terry Gilliam's Brazil from 1985. Holy shit, you guys. This story or this film and I go way back. So first of all, in class, we learned about Kafka. Franz Kafka, he's obviously this famous author, right? He wrote novels or books like The Process or The Transformation or I think some other books, obviously. He's a very iconic and very famous writer, obviously. But he himself never thought that he would be a great writer. But obviously his books are released against his will, obviously, by his best friend. And now his books are literally one of the most important pieces of literature. So there we go. But today I'm going to talk about Terry Gilliam's Brazil, which is inspired by Kafka and his stories and his work. So alright, Terry Gilliam's 1985 film Brazil is a dystopian satire set in a bureaucratic, oppressive society. Obviously, in Kafka's works, we also have a lot of bureaucratic and oppressive societies and persons that don't really fit in the normal worlds. They actually have conflict with themselves, but also with the world and their authorities and like bureaucratic people. So there we go. But alright, the story follows Sam Lowry, a low-level government employee who becomes embroiled in a web of intrigue and danger after a clerical error leads to the wrongful arrest and death of an innocent man, Harry Buttle. Sam's quest to correct this mistake and his subsequent rebellion against the system are at the heart of the film. So like I said, Kafka's works are about bureaucratic people who actually have troubles fitting in. And obviously Terry Gilliam's Brazil is literally like an example of Kafka's works, which is really interesting. Sam Lowry, my bad. He is a very, very interesting guy. He tries to live like a normal person in society would. He does his work, he tries to do his job, but obviously there's this mistake. And Sam Lowry is also played by Jonathan Pryce, which is also the actor or the actor who played Don Quixote and the other Terry Gilliam film Don Quixote's Quest or something. But yeah, very interesting. We also have Robert De Niro in this film, who plays Archibald Harry Tuttle, which is actually the right person that they needed to arrest because he's on the run from the government, and they arrest another guy thanks to a printing mistake. And it's like literally the beginning of the process, the Kafka's book, where a person gets wrongly arrested and he doesn't know why, and the entire novel is about him trying to find it out, but he doesn't. And the book suddenly stops at at his question of how he is going to try to save himself. But Kafka's works were never really, some of them never really were finished, or some last pages were missing. But that's really sad. But anyway, Brazil explores several key themes: bureaucracy and oppression. The film critiques the dehumanizing nature of an overall bureaucratic society where individuals are reduced to mere numbers and paperwork. Dreams versus reality. Sam's dream sequences contrast sharply with the bleaker reality of his life, obviously, highlighting the power of imagination and desire for escape. So, first things first. In the film, it's not really about Sam's Lowry quest, but it's also about his dreams. And this, oh my days, he has some beautiful dreams. Obviously, he dreams about trying to escape. He's flying through the air with this knight-looking armor and these wings. And holy shit, when I first saw that, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. Holy shit. No, I think Terry Gilliam's films are one of the best. I mean, he's one of my favorite directors because he makes something so absurd, like his film The Time Bandits, which I haven't seen yet. I still need to do that eventually. It's about time travelers and breaking reality. And what the hell? That's so perfect. Brazil is also like one of those dystopian films. He also made Don Quixote with Adam Driver and the same actor who plays Sam Lowry in this film, where a director actually wants to make his directorial debut again, but with the same actors. But the thing is, he doesn't really know which is which, like the reality and the imagination. It's very interesting. And Terry Gilliam, I think he made that film in 25 years or something. He had the idea, and obviously thanks to wrong decisions and stuff like that, it was cancelled, and it was brought back, and it was cancelled again, and it was brought back into a film eventually down the line. So there we go. But another element of this film is resistance and conformity. The struggle between individualism and conformity is a central theme, with Sam's rebellion against the system representing the fight for personal freedom. Technology and control. The film depicts a world where technology is used to control and monitor citizens, raising questions about the loss of privacy and autonomy. So the thing is, there are certain plumbers in this film. I think one of them actually played Mario in the live-action Mario film from the 90s or the 80s, which is funny because these plumbers, obviously, they represent like the system. They need to work, and they need to do this paperwork to actually do their job. And Sam Lowry, his cooling system just breaks down. He calls them up, and suddenly they're at his door. But Robert De Niro's character actually is this guy running from society. And he does some shady things, and he fixes people's cooling systems for free, I guess. But, totally in black, I would say. He doesn't really run by the government's rules. And he fixes that. So the plumbers come into Sam Lowry's house. And Sam Lowry says, you know what? Have you done your paperwork yet? Do you need to be here? And, one of those plumbers just, he takes off, man. He just has some kind of brain damage, and he doesn't really work like that. So yeah, technology and control is a really essential thing in this film. Also, the technology part is also a very crucial thing, because there are cameras, robots, and machines, like there are TVs and stuff like that, who represent like the process of the entire society, that it's all run by machines that type things, and if there's one mistake made, it's thanks to those machines, and humans don't really control things anymore, which is really interesting. Alright, overall elements. The film is known for its distinctive visual style, blending elements of retrofuturism with Kafkaesque and Orwellian influences. That's also an inspiration. George Orwell is also a very interesting writer and author, obviously known for his work of 1984, but also Animal Farm. And this Orwellian influence is also very crucial to the story. The production design features a mix of outdated technology and futuristic elements, creating a unique and unsettling atmosphere. The use of dark humor and satire is also a hallmark of the film, providing a biting critique of society while maintaining an entertaining narrative. Brazil has become a cult classic praised for its imaginative storytelling, thought-provoking themes, and visual striking design. It's a film that continues to resonate with audiences, offering a cautionary tale about the danger of unchecked power and the importance of individual freedom. I think this film is so interesting. Like, we seen this in lessons. Like, I think we had like 2 lessons about it, and but this film is so good. Like, people should really watch it, and I think you're missing out if you haven't seen this film. At the beginning, it's very interesting. You get introduced to the characters, but obviously Sam Lowry's character goes on a quest to find the wrong mistake, and he finds this girl who he is in love with. Excuse me for that bit enthusiastic here. So he finds this girl who he is in love with, but in his dreams she looks beautiful, but in reality she has like short hair and stuff like that. She's a bit of a punk actually, and he loves her. And at the end of the film, he actually gets together with her after all the troubles that they went through. But no, I think this film is really cool. And Terry Gilliam is one of my favorite films. He's also part of the Monty Python crew, and that's also how I got to know him. Obviously, I watched like Holy Grail, Life of Brian, and then got into that Monty Python comedy show, and then obviously saw Terry Gilliam's work like Brazil, and then I watched The Fisher King. I watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, And dude, there are so many different films from him. Like Time Bandits, I still need to see at this point. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, Terry Gilliam is such an inspiration for me. So there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone.
Brazil. It's only a state of mind.
We're all in it together, kid.